I will now demonstrate how to do an upgrade of SecureAnyBox from one version to another. To start with, we'll log in and make sure that we know what version we're on. Once in here, we'll go to About, see that we're currently on version 4.1 Beta 4, a build from February of 2017. Log into the server, and we'll become root, which is the user I used to install this. The default installation is under opt tdp SecureAnyBox. You can see the files right here. What I would recommend doing first is stopping the service and then doing a backup. So we'll start with that. Once the service is stopped, we will do the backup with just a simple tar command. So basically we're saying create a new archive in root's home directory with today's date called SecureAnyBox Backup, and we're going to use the current directory as the thing to put in there. Let that run really quickly. Once this completes, since the service is already stopped, we'll run the installer, which I've already downloaded to my user's home directory. We'll run that as root because this whole service is installed as root, so we need those permissions. So we'll just run bash. In my home directory under downloads is an inst SecureAnyBox 430 bin file. A couple things to point out here. First, it comes with its own installer, and I'm going to keep using the custom Java location that I have set up. If I do, we'll say no. See if it has it. If you have a custom Java install, meaning you explicitly installed Java and pointed SecureAnyBox to use that, then say yes. If you've just done a basic SecureAnyBox install, you might have the JRE or the JDK that's shipped with SecureAnyBox, in which case say no. We need to choose where we're going to do our install, and that includes doing an upgrade. I'm just going to hit enter to go with it. It does warn you saying it already exists. Is that okay? Yes, that's okay. And then there's already a configuration.properties file in there. Do we want to overwrite it? The answer here is no. This is an upgrade. Do not overwrite it. So the default is correct. Once that's finished, it'll offer to start it up. Before we do that, I want to point out a note right here. The product doesn't ship with some JCE files, some high encryption files that come from Java. You can add those if you can download them yourself, but the requirement is that you have to be allowed to download them legally, for export purposes. If you want to do that, we can go to Oracle's site. There's even a URL right there. I'll show you that in a different presentation. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and do a startup of SecureAnyBox. Once that's finished, we'll pull up the site. I probably should have logged out, but oh well. Login page comes back up. We'll log in. See, the colors are slightly different. If I come down here under About, we are now on version 4.3.0, released July 21st of 2017. So with that, we've completed our upgrade. Inside root's home directory is still that file, the backup file that we created. If you'd had any problems, you could remove the entire directory structure where this is installed, revert to the backup, start it up again, and be just fine. But in our case, typically the SecureAnyBox upgrades are about like you saw, pretty straightforward. That's all for now.